full competition harness. 2 reserves, so there's a reserve on each side. The harness comes with one reserve blanked off when you get it new, and the reserve on the other side. A very nicely, very neatly integrated system. Here is for the drogue chute with a clip in the middle, and you've got, as you'd expect, left and right as well for that. Very stiffened sides here, which really support you on the side and give you, really great comfort without restricting, without kind of pushing in. Other features here, these rods are to do with a system for making holding the pod out less pressure. So you can adjust this height and then fix it with this strap, like so. And the idea is then it supports your legs and means less effort to keep your feet held out. And I've noticed that definitely seems to work. When you want to put it away, you just do that. And when you're going to fly again, you can just clip it back so it's in the same setting that you wanted it to. Like that, so that's quite neat. And the idea is you cleat the line in, and that makes the harness stiffen up. And then when you uncleat it and loosen it off, the harness becomes looser. Here, with these special buckles, which have got very good safety features about them, just to watch out you don't pinch your fingers as you clip them in. But yeah, so that's a nice system. Under the seat, so here we've got the speed system. It comes with a 3-step webbing speed bar, all nicely set up. And here is the area for the ballast bag. Put your ballast bag in there, and you can feed the tube out of there. It comes sealed, chain sealed like this. I assume that if you decide you want to use the ballast bag, you can open the hole there. Looking at the footplate and adjustment system, that all seems very easy to adjust with these V-tabs going to these little buckles, so it's easy to adjust. Very important part of this harness, of a lot of what it's about, I think, is the comfort in flight. That's what they've really, speaking to Denny at the Cooper car, he was really talking a lot about, he's worked very hard to make the harness very supportive but not restrictive, so that's what he's trying to achieve. It's in things like the shaping of the sides here, so the harness stays in contact with you. So it's worth mentioning these features, you just take them for granted, but he's put a lot of work into shaping how these and how all this kind of fits together to make it feel. And I've had a good few flights so far, and you can really feel the support on your back, and around here you feel very in contact with the harness, and it's very supportive on the back. At the moment I can say that this is probably one of the most comfortable harnesses I've ever flown in. I'm trying to work out whether it's the most comfortable harness I've ever flown in. Certainly I could fly in this harness for 10 hours. The harness comes with these, in here you can just about see them, there's these struts and these sort of battens that go in here, and they run through the back all the way through and into the harness under the seat here, and fit into pockets under here. And they're giving it high tension. The idea is this harness is very tensioned lengthways, so that makes it, that's what gives you that real feeling of control in flights with it, combined with these shaped sides that you feel in contact with the harness. Quite a big tail fin, and they've really gone for the aerodynamics on here to a stiffening thing, so you need to take care of that when you pack it away, but that's pretty easy. But the glider seems to fold quite nice and easy away. It doesn't seem to be any kind of a problem. In the past, some harnesses I've had with the fairing have had a tendency to sort of start to have this snaking effect, and I've not noticed that at all with this harness. It's been very nice and stable. Yeah. So in the back here you've got the pocket, and there's an interesting system. Denny's always got very original ideas. So to open it, you open up the back. You can actually get to it just by pulling over the top, but that puts a little bit of stress on it. So you open up the back, and then there's actually a very generous pocket in the back, which I've filled up with crap. But yeah, but it's nice and easy to access, very generous. I've got my Camelback in there, my drink system with the tube running out. So that's all very nicely done. So you've got plenty of space. So yeah, the flight deck for the Cannibal Race 2 shows again the real attention to detail that Danny puts into things. They put into things. So it comes as this package with its nice carry handle, and then if you unzip here and turn it round, then pull this flap down like so. There's a compartment also inside, which I didn't show you in there. There's a bag where you can put, so if you've got, if you need extra battery power, and that's what these holes are for, so you can run your cables out to your instruments to charge them up. It's probably one of the bigger flight decks I've seen, and to be honest, it fits these instruments absolutely perfectly. So more of those later. And it's got this great lip, which protects the instruments, and a nice little pen holder, nicely thought out. Dip it on, and then there's a little clip which is just for extra security and to make the flight deck hold in the right position. So yes, I think the Cannibal Race 2 is obviously it's aimed at pilots for top level competition and all competition pilots who are looking for extra performance out of their harness and want every bit of performance they can get. And I'm sure, to be honest, I'm not a top level competition pilot, but I'm sure that this harness fulfills those needs. I think the weight's pretty good for this kind of harness. I think it's about 7.5 kilos, which I think is one of the lightest in its category, especially when you consider what you get. And the build quality, something I haven't mentioned, the build quality is absolutely top notch on this. This is a very high quality build everywhere. Everything seems very well made. I also think this harness is going to be great for cross-country pilots who don't mind the extra weight and bulk, because obviously compared to a lightweight pod, it's definitely a bigger, heavier thing to carry, as all of these competition harnesses are. But you get, to get a bit more performance without compromising your safety, other than the bit more weight. In fact, the protection of this harness has got really great protection. So I think it might also appeal to some cross-country pilots who are again looking for that bit more performance, who maybe don't want to get the performance by stepping up to our hotter glider. They can get more performance and actually more safety by flying a harness like this, just only with the compromise of a bit more weight and bulk. So yeah, overall, Cannibal Race is supremely comfortable with excellent aerodynamics and absolutely superb build quality.